Lord, even those who hate me. Oh, to take one day at a time. So many people depend on me. So many people look up to me. So many people are counting on me. So many people are watching me. Some wanna see me go up. Some wanna see me fall down. Even if I fall, God, please don't throw away me. Do what you want me to do. What I need. Oh, Jehovah, grace for me. Oh, Jehovah, grace from my pastor. Oh, Jehovah, grace from my fellow artist. Oh, what you want us to do, what we need. Oh, grace to make heaven. Oh, heaven is what we
Freedom raised her glowing form on Mount Sorato's verdant height. She sat within a doom of a night, met lowering stars and thunderstorms, the star of liberty, unceasing from the waking morn, its banner shields of golden flame. She lifted it in her proud name and raised her people long forlorn to know their destiny. The Lone Star forever, the Lone Star forever, oh long may it soar over land and over seas, deserted and never, uphold it forever. Oh, shout for the Lone Star banner. Oh,
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on your location and your time. I want to say welcome to the New Beginning platform. This platform is here to provide you information, education, and entertainment. We want you to stay with us. And welcome back to all of you. Again, we have to say we are sorry. About 2 weeks we have not been on. It has been challenging. Uh, we are faced with this situation of technical issues, network, and whatsoever. But thank God we are back, and we are happy that we are back. And you can be here with us. Sticking still, don't go anywhere, because we have so much in store for you today. So stay with us, don't go, so that we can have this program as such. Thank you so much again for joining us. This is the New Beginning platform. Again, as we said, without you, We can do this on our own because you are listening. You're playing a listening role. You are watching. We are asking you to please, please, please share our program with many, many, many other people. If you are watching or you want to watch through the YouTube, you can go on YouTube and just search for TNB, and it will be live. Those of you who are on the social media, especially on Facebook, you have access to the program once you have followed uh, our Facebook channel. We want to say thank you, folks, for joining us, and we are happy to be here. Thank God we are living. Thank God we made it to 2026, and I hope you have resolution for this year. If you haven't written any, please, I want to encourage you, encourage myself too, all of us to do that before the month ends. Because if January ends, you may not have the time to go back, set up your goals, your objective. What you want to achieve this year? What do you want to achieve in 2 months, in 1 month, in 2 weeks, 4 weeks, a week time? What do you want to achieve? You have to write it down. You have to write the vision down. So again, we're encouraging you, the new year, new things. And happy new year to you, Chris. And let's go back to Chris there. Since last year, we have spoken a few times, few text messages, but it's glad to see you guys. And how you doing? Happy New Year.
We want to be grateful to God again, counted among the living, and I also wish you many happy return. And we want to be grateful to God, and I'm so happy. We have started a new beginning by the grace of God. We are still alive again another year, so we are very much grateful to God, and you all the way there. And I pray that God will see us through again to another year by His grace.
Yeah.
And again, yes, we are here. We are grateful and want to say happy and a new year to every one of our listeners. Again, our boss have already said it. We are sorry. We have some technical issue down here to the radio station are broadcasting us. These things are electronic things, so you don't know. Perhaps sometimes the time not expecting something at time it can let you down. So, but again, good to be back on. We want to also say happy new year to the Care Communication Network family. We want to say happy and new year for all of it to from the manager down to the ordinary staff for that year. We want to say happy and new year to you, and also thank for working very hard to bring back the radio station on again. Happy new year to you, Mr. Mando, and to you and your entire family.
Thank you. And how is the country? How is Liberia? What do we see? What's going on? New Year. It's a new year now. What's the government resolution? What's the community? What the members? What are the resolution you're hearing from people? And what are yours too? You want to keep your in the basket for now?
Um, and always Liberia is here. Thank God for the calmness in the country, and the country is stabilized. I mean, stabilized because we look around us in our neighboring country and other country around the world at large. There's a lot of serious tension in some of these countries around the world, and a lot of natural disasters, earthquake, all kinds of things happening. But we are grateful to God. Our country is peaceful, and under the opposition and the imposition can lead a battle always. You always have the people of democracy there. Yeah, so again, and we are seeing that the most talk about famous yellow machine, and some people say now our Vla, other people say is someone made up for the entire machine. The president said of a team is trusted VP to oversee it, and that we getting confirmed information from the Ministry of Public Work that some of these machines are being loaded now as we speaking on the cargo to be headed to Liberia. And for maybe for Thursday will be loaded, and between 45 to 50 days it will reach into the pool of Moravia. And we see a lot of assessment, some citizens on the internet, and also some opposition are also downplaying it, and opposition all be opposition. And also having like, some development story from it was alleged that one of the top officials from the NSA, Southern Mars, Manon, that getting information that the NSA boss are dismissed, that person with immediate effect, and the police are investigating. And the investigation is going on, and like I said, it is alleged that in Southern Mars, the Manon there so far, and also that training issue.
So
Yes,
yeah, go ahead.
and one of the things again is that we are getting information, but it has been confirmed that also one of the renowned and top YouTuber and IOSP, we are getting information supposed to be coming to Liberia, but it's unconfirmed. And a lot of and social media influencer and the youth in Liberia that are too excited about it's coming if that's true. And they say that they are urging the government to put some real mechanism into place that Liberians, especially the social media influencers, so that they can benefit from his influence that he had around the world.
You say who's that?
RSP, they call him Spee. It's a
Oh,
popular YouTuber. Yeah, it's very popular. Have millions of followers.
all right. Thank you so much. That's the good news for young people, and not only young, and those of you who involved in content creating and also forth. But I want to say thank you to all of you again. Thanks, Chris. That's those are good news. Those are things that that are good to talk about. And I think we have our talking point on those yellow missions. But from our end too, I want to be grateful. Many things going on, but thank God for life. When you have life, appreciate God. Okay, so you did talk about the situation with the NSA's, uh, one of the staff or whatsoever, and it's good enough people to pay attention and to be patient because I remember similar some allegation, but also level against I think I was a deputy minister for youth and sport or assistant minister, something like that. And later on, when the investigation was done, he was not found guilty. He was innocent. So again, this is where we are. And as a nation, we must learn to do the right thing. Make sure you do what is right. As a people, as a nation, as a community, and a community member, remember whatever you do in your community, reflect on that community. Thank you so much. And it's a good thing. Uh, I watched the National County League, and this year appears to be so much of controversy here and there, back and forth, and it is not. I don't think it is in the interest of the organizers and even the citizens. You know, I just heard today again that River G is have filed in protest against Cape Mount. You know, Cape Mount did against Lofa. Lofa was sent home, uh, and I think if the county league is based on finding, bringing people together, uniting people. It is very important that that is respected, uniting people, bringing peace. It's not about, the competition is not about reward or, not just getting reward, lifting trophy, but if you bring people together, counties coming together, districts, that is so wonderful. But if that main objective is being played with, is being ignored, then the essence of the entire exercise or competition um, is going to be tainted. So again, and and the ruling, I don't know, they're setting the structures, but the way the structures were protest firing, and Lofa went, and the first they took them out, and then they will appeal to the highest body, and then the body said what the board said. Yes, and that decision is what we're going to test today. And the close, maybe at the close, we might test it today and see what people have to say about that. What is the highest decision making body when it comes to the county league? Is it the grievance committee? Is it the board, the appeal board? Is it the ministry itself, the minister himself? What part, what's the role of the internal affairs when it comes to making decision, and when people go for the appeal? And so, because it's a little bit confusing to me, and I don't know about other people, what role the internal affairs playing there. Because if the minister will come out and say, no, Nova should not play, should not this, should not that, and the minister of youth and sport also, so what role is the minister of internal affairs? I know they deal with, a lot of things, traditional people, and other things, deal with other things, but what role do they play? And if you are from Lofa, wherever, or even not from Lofa, we'll open the lines and they contribute. But let's go back to our the purpose of this platform. We said we are here to present, to provide you education. And how do we do it? We, over the year, we have been talking about, since 2025, we've been talking about what makes a good citizen. And I think we'll continue with that theme. And we want people to understand their roles and responsibility. We are not here to put you to the wall or to try to force you to do what is right, but we are here to encourage you, to motivate you, to see the need of doing or carrying out your responsibility as a citizen. So everyone is per the law, per birth. If you are born in Liberia, automatically you are a citizen. Through naturalization, you become a citizen. Being a citizen, is it a sufficient condition of you being a good citizen? I don't think so. It is. So that's why we try to present, we try to have this conversation about who is a good citizen or what makes you a good citizen. Is it when you stand in the street and you are noted in your community as the one who abuses everyone every time, you know, as a person, you get up in the morning, in the evening, every time you abuse your neighbors, you cause them down. Is that a good citizen? I'm not sure. Those are the indicators that you can use to be a good citizen. Our presentation started with being informed. As a good citizen, we always want to review because we believe that in teaching, you always want to connect the dots. Where you start with the students, you try to connect them. And so there are other new students. When I say student, those of you who are listening, you may not be literally a student, but you're listening, you know. If you feel offended about that, we're sorry, our audience. But we want to connect you where we have been, so that even if you were not with us at the beginning, uh, you can still have some understanding where we have come from or how far we have come. So, what makes a good citizen? One of the things we talk about is a citizen who is eager, anxious, and involved. That citizen wants to be informed. So, one of the indicators that you can use, you can see from people and know that person is a good citizen, is a citizen who want to listen and hear what is going around them, what is happening in their surrounding, in their community. Now, it's also more than that. How do you receive that information? You want to know, you want to have the information, but it's very crucial, it's very important for you also to know the source of your information. I gave you an example. Chris just talked about the yellow machine. I think he did mention about the Ministry of Public Works. May have given some updates as to what will be happening or what is happening currently in China as it relates to the yellow machine. So our source of hearing about the yellow machine is the Ministry of Public Works. Public Works. The Ministry of Public Works become the source. All right. And then if the Ministry of Public Works is the source, then again, what do we do? Is that the only source? So whenever you receive information, you know the source, and also investigate, is that source reliable? What is the source mission? What do they do? And for example, as we said, Ministry of Public Works is the one that built infrastructure, government infrastructure, roads, maybe building and other things, So that's what they do. Also, we hear from the Ministry of Information. Then you listen to other radio stations. If that is true, you hear from other sources. multiple sources. So be informed. Don't get any information and begin to spread around without investigating, without knowing who the source is, what the source is, without reviewing their history, whether they have been doing something right. You must be able to do all of those things. And when all of that is said, as a good citizen, be respectful when you're putting that information out. The next thing we talk about is be involved. Get involved. As a good citizen, you must get involved with your community activities. Get involved with rendering services. Volunteer your services to your community. All right, render your services to your community. Meaning, what is it that you can get involved with? All right, as as a retired teacher or retired nurse or whatever your profession is, there are people in your community that need help. You can organize yourself and help them. You can help to clean your community. You can help to attend town hall meetings. Some of you don't go. When they say the community meeting is there, the chairman called for meeting, you don't go, you sit back. Going to that meeting is very important. If there's an issue in your community, helping to resolve that issue is very important. Say, for example, you don't have a latrine, you don't have a bathroom, a public bathroom, but you need one. You discuss with your community members. You go to the houses, tell other people, look, this is a problem we are faced with. Let's have a solution and work it out. Find a way out. Get involved. You can get involved. Maybe there is some charity organization. You can volunteer your hours there to help them to work. Orphanage home. You go there and help, present, give some things. There are school, public school. You can do other things and help to the public school. All of that is meant to build your community. So if you are a good citizen, you must get involved in helping to develop your community. So we also talk about being open to a compromise. As a good citizen, you want development in your community. We have different people. We live together in the community. And there are things we need to give and take just to have the community develop. Say, for example, Douala used to be congested. Everybody would come on the road to sell. But the community in there, along with the government, decide and say, look, we want to expand, open the road. We want to get you into the marketplace, there where you will be safe, sell in there, and you avoid accident and all those things. So marketers will say, okay, we had to go in there. We'll forgo being outside here. Let's go in there and sell. And if you do that, the roads are going to be built, and then your life is also going to be safe, because while you're selling in the marketplace, you're no longer thinking about a vehicle running into the crowd, running into you. So that's progress as a community. All right. There are many ways you can get involved, or you can compromise. Do not, and I will say this: do not compromise community values. Do not compromise your values, which are very, very important. All right. So those are important. I gave you another similar example, simple one, like those of you who were dead in Liberia during the war. You had the various warring faction. You had their leader, Unimo K, Unimo J, MPFL, IMPFL, Law Forces, Model, all kinds of different things. But 2003 and 4, there were peace conferences held all over. And the objective was that all these people, leaders, you lay your arm down, then, the citizens of Liberia say, well, we'll give you position. All right. We'll give you position. We're not going to, it's not like election where we're going to elect you, but take the position, bring your arm, give your arm to the United Nations, disarm, and so that we can have peace and move on with a democratic elected government. So the law forces agreed. They had their representation in the national government or transitional government. I think at that time it was Moses Blah or whoever from the MPFL that was state president. So each person will have to give compromise to have peace. And today we enjoy peace. We enjoy stability in the country because why? People compromise. Those are the kind of things we talk about. In the interest of Liberia, in the interest of everybody, these people compromise. They lay their arms down. They gave their arms to the United Nations, and then they started the process of integration, reintegration, and those who have ministry, they were all there running the government. And we had election 2005, and then now that you have democratically elected government, now Ellen Justice Tully came into power. Okay, so compromise is very important. It promotes unity in your community. It promotes development. Then we also talk about being civil. All right, civic responsibility. Obeying the rule of law. All right. In fact, it preserved democratic norms like freedom of speech, freedom of expression, movement, and all. And you, as a citizen, you are able to question your leaders, your policymakers. All right. So these things are very important. If you are doing them, then we can see that you are a good citizen. All right. We also talk about, and that is the topic we are dealing with today. Shortly, we're going to talk about that, and then we move to the lines to call in and open the lines for people to call in and will listen to you as well. But this is very important. One of the indicators that we talk about, or we want to talk about today, is reject violence. As a good citizen, you must reject violence. You must reject violence. Why is it important that a citizen should reject violence? Over the years, we have seen mob violence all over the place. Somebody would just shout and say, well, thief, roll, and so forth. And without action, without proper information, you see people coming from all corners of the place with different objects trying to mob the individual to death. Violence will not bring development. In fact, violence scares away development. Violence will always keep people in poverty. So violence is not really a good thing for any good citizen to practice. But let's see what makes it important for all of us to reject violence. One of the things that makes it important or essential or good is that you should stop violence because we all need to respect human dignity or respect for humanity. As a good citizen, if you say you are a non-violent person, then it means you have respect for people, for human beings. You have respect for other people. And what does that mean? You see, when you have respect for other people, what it means is that it allows it allows for the preservation of human life and dignity. I give you an example. We became very violent during the civil crisis. Somebody will see someone because they don't have respect for that person as a human being. We learn many stories, so many things. We learn many stories. Sometimes somebody will say, this see a pregnant person and say, we got another child in there, and they will have these kind of crazy debates. Or it's a boy, and the other person will say it's a girl. Then they will kill that person, open his stomach, and take that baby out of them. So you see, in that case, you don't respect humanity. You don't respect human life. By you taking away that life, you don't respect that person right. You don't have respect for their dignity, their pride. What make them as human beings? You reduce them to nothing. All right. And Chris, I don't know if you saw the video. It's somehow kind of complicated, but I think it is important, and it was very important that the DEA, the LDEA director, had a press conference, and in that press conference, he said that the two individual officers, the officers that were involved, they apprehended a lady, and I saw the video. All right. In as much it is alleged that she may have been, dealing with drugs, it doesn't give anybody right to naked her, like pull her clothing, pull her dresses or whatever she had on, and just leave her like that in that tight, it's unacceptable. That's not dignity, Those are also citizens. In as much they are doing the wrong thing, why not allow the law to deal with them? Your duty, your responsibility is to get them and turn them over for persecution. But then there was another female officer that was behind, and a male officer who was at the front, and he slapped. I mean, that was brutal, man. He slapped the lady who they said was, a drug dealer or whatever. And that video went, to the bosses, and they did their investigation. But this is what we're talking about. Respecting. An officer, you should respect your citizen. Unless under circumstances that you have to use force. And that is the only way, you know. But that lady wasn't showing any sign of not going or running away. Even if she did, you will not shoot her. And Liberia is a very small country. You can still pursue her and catch her, and take her to the police or wherever. But to beat on her, I don't think that was their role as officers. All right. If she had arm and then maybe tried to shoot at you, and then there were probably you could use a deadly force. But armless, she doesn't have gun. I mean, you got her hand. The other female officer had a hand, and the other person. So there was no need, just punching in her face and beating on her. That's the same thing we're talking about mob justice. And as an officer, you can't do that. You should be above that. So, and also in your community, it's not only the officers. What are some of you in your community? Some of the things you do to other people is wrong. All right? Probably because your brother or sister is maybe working in government or something, and then you marginalize other people. All of that is violence. So we should not do that. A good citizen is a citizen who rejects violence. Why should you reject violence? You should reject violence because non-violence promotes peace and justice. Non-violence promotes peace and justice. Meaning, if you are not violent, you will have peace in your country, in your community. And you can also enjoy, fairness when it comes to justice. But with violence, during the war, when you talk about justice, who you couldn't even see, judges. The court was not functioning. So people were using violence to destroy, to kill, to murder, to do anything that they felt they could do because they had guns for them. But now that the country is moving forward, it is time to let go violence. Violence could be domestic violence, beating on your wives in your home, all of that. So, also, why we should reject violence as citizens? Because they help us to support human rights. All right? Human rights. If you are a non-violent citizen, then it means you have respect for other people's rights. You don't abuse their rights. You don't deny them. You allow them to have their rights. So we will stop here for today. We don't want to keep you for long. We'll stop here and then we'll be going to the lines. We want you to call and participate on the program. If you have any question, let us know how well you are hearing us and whether this program is bringing any impact to you or making any impact in your life, in your community. We want to know that our fundraising is ongoing, and hopefully we have to plan, and to see which group can begin to benefit whatever we have gotten. We'll also make an announcement. We'll make sure, hopefully by Sunday, we'll get to know what we already have and then how that can be, distributed. It's ongoing. We're not going to stop. Every day we are contributing and want you to be part of it. It is meant for rehabilitation. We want to help our brothers and sisters that are outside there, especially those ones that have already agreed. They've gone to the various various centers. We may not reach all of the centers because we don't have all of the resources. That's why we are asking you to chip in your $10, $20, $15, $100 liberty. If you have US, okay, but give according to your ability. And all of that funds will be sent to the center. But again, I want to say thank you for playing a listening role. We want you to call in and let us know what can we do as citizens to ensure that the county league does not lose its taste, peace, reconciliation, and so forth. If you also know how the situations are being handled, what's the highest decision-making body that govern the county league, because it's important, should people go to court if they, don't feel that they were fairly treated? Or can there be some compromise to say, well, you use the local county scenario? Could there be any other compromise with, or do you think the appeal board decision was the right compromise, so that you have the two teams go and play, replay the game, under a good atmosphere, and those players that were there be suspended, do not form part of that game? Does that mean, that peace, that reconciliatory, objective would have been, achieved? Let us know. And now we see again that River G is another county that is filing, or that have filed in a protest, or that have submitted. As I learned, I watched the video. As I learned, they filed in protest against Cape Mount. So where are we going? Is that the beauty of the reconciliation, the county league? Are we creating more conflict, dividing ourselves more than uniting ourselves? All right. So let us know. We don't want to hear from you, Chris.
Okay, folks, you are listening to the new beginning. Again, we are back on. This program comes your way every Friday from 7 to 8:30 p.m. And of course, Saturday from 12, which is tomorrow, from 12 to 1:30 p.m. And every Sunday, by the grace of God, will be here from 10 to 11:30 p.m. Now, they are laid out the discussion for tonight, and you want to make your analysis or your contribution to this program. And also, we are said taking contribution for the ongoing program to rehabilitate our brothers and sisters. Other please don't get tired. Your little $200, $100, $1,000, $50, and then think I go and how willing to support this program to help somebody out there to make a better person in the society. The number to donate, please don't call this number. It is number just for donation on this program. And the number to donate are 0770 370 890. I repeat, 0770 370 890. Again, Lone Star 0886 902 584. 0886 902 584. The name on the number Marco T40. Marco T40. Please, if you do any donation to these numbers, please make sure you forward the amount with your name for record purpose. please, if you are me donate 200, 500, you make sure you text the 500 with your name to the particular number so we can take down your record. So for now, if you want to call on this program, you are listening to the various topic. Since this program started, we said be informed, be involved, be open to compromise. And now today we are discussing reject violence. Violence is not good, bro. Violence is not good. We have to reject violence in our society. And number to call are 0777959 959 0777959 959 0777959 You can place your call now 0777959 or better say 0881 871 670 0881 871 670 0881 871 670 are the numbers to call. And also, you can just tip in on. We want to know, or maybe have any idea, uh, what is the higher decision making body when it comes to the content me. That's our first caller, yeah. Hello, caller, how do you call for? Oh, lost that caller. 0777959 0777959 0777959 0777959 Hello, caller, how do you call for?
Imam Bakar Salon,
Your name again?
Imam Bakar Salon, from Bangladesh.
There hear you.
Yeah, the program is interesting. For we are in the flag state. For peace sake. Not all of dealers are even us in our the district. We are former combatants, most of them. They will take a group of people, they take scholarship. They come, they say they want to take people from the land. Someone want to reject them. But if they continue pressing on the wall, we respond. So the same thing you're talking about,
No,
please. Anybody that take arms, they should make it and relax in one piece. Thank you very much, Imam Sano.
Hello?
Left the line. Well, thank you for the contribution. And also, Chris, we want to know, because the situation with the county league, people, please also let's talk about those things. They are important. Is it losing the taste? Because protests. I remember sometime again. I don't know, was it last year? Another team walk away. You have a caller?
No.
Another team walk away from the game. So if we want to maintain the objective, of creating the county league, that's important for us to make sure that objective is always protected and nourished. So yeah, let's go ahead.
0777959 959 0777959 0777959 are the numbers to call. We are talking about violence. It's not good. Let us reject any form of violence. Violence is destructive. All form of violence, more violent. Like what our brother is saying now. Please, brother, don't react to violence. We know. Try to involve the police. See, there are certain group of people can just try. Certain individual can just bring people with quarters and things to can claim land. So if they keep pushing into the wall, also to react. So we are telling you, react, call the police. Folks, please, we reject all form of violence, more violence, any form of violence. And also we are also want to know your opinion on who or what is the highest decision making body when it comes to the county meet? Because we are a little bit confused. We see the other ruling, and we see another ruling, we see another
Yeah,
ruling.
and
So
there's
we
no
are we are
there's
we are a
no
little bit
one
confused.
right. Sorry, Chris, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
So there's no one. There should be clarity as to what the ruling is. If you have the grievance committee making a ruling, and you have the
Yeah,
uh,
when they call up, I don't call another call for.
Good evening. Sano,
Yeah, go ahead.
calling from Bamiyawe.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just say if a G want to send protest against Kidman, eh?
Yeah, what like
yeah,
information?
I heard that at River G, yes, but our
You want to
objective
send
is
protest against Kidman?
what
Yeah,
then.
what they were
What
saying that
Kidman have?
G
What
five.
violation? What they accusing them
And
on?
they were saying that Kima use what's that called? I think they were trying to say that I know Kima use and red carded player that was
Red card, the
suspended for.
goalkeeper.
Yes, but then Kima was also pushing that they informed the organizing team and Lufa were expelled, and so all the game Lufa played, it was not involved. So all other suspended players doing a game that Lufa played, everything was disqualified. So they shared a 3 point across the board. So now
but
what?
but but Chris, you see what's happening now is you still have a level of disunity, you know, and that's why we say
But someone will say,
because
but someone will say too is the beauty of the game now to fire protect, but it's never result into like violence. But I think if you had grievance, say you fire protect to the bull.
right, well, it's right, but then you let's take the scenario. That's why we're using a specific case here, the situation with Lofa County.
Or the guy said on the line, try to call back. Yeah, you you are trying to say something.
Yeah. Good evening.
Yeah, you are trying to say something. Quiet.
I want to find out if I stay in the league.
No,
No,
Levi
Lofa
is
going wherever.
disqualified. And they put a great
No.
But why you keep
Oh,
going off? I don't know why. Please, Tucson, if you're out there, please, you got to help us there. We don't know why the call is going off. That today's caller. Hello, caller, where do you call from? Hello, caller, where do you call from?
I think you read your number, man. You already issued it.
Oh. 077795999 077795999 or better say 0881 871 670 081 081 871 670 are the numbers to call. But please,
And Chris,
if you call the alternative number, please 0777 65 73 32 0777 65 7332. You can call also, you'll be lying clear on the radio. If that number is given, we find we get it on difficult time. 0777 65 73 32 0777 65 73 32. Let's go ahead, Mr. Mario. You're talking something.
yeah, seriously, the situation we look for, and I mean, we're not saying, well, the protests were wrong or they should not. You should. I mean, if you see something that is not right, then you can write in, and and allow the relevant authority to look into it. But I still not understanding. I know in terms of organization, you can involve the internal affairs administration of organizing. Maybe you need people from various counties, but how is the internal affairs involved in making final decision? Because with Lofa, it was the minister, as I learned, unconfirmed minister of Youth and Sport and the Internal Affairs minister that said that Lofa should stay away, should not participate. The Lofa is wrong after the decision, even though Cape Man has already rejected the ruling from the appeal board, and everything is just looking a little bit complicated. But somebody has to say something. What is the highest decision-making body when it comes to the county league? So we'll find and we'll get that clear. Then people are able to channel their grievances. And then, if you reach to that final body, that's a decision. Because if the appeal board is assuming it's the final decision-making body, then why should anybody say Lofa should not participate? Why should somebody say they should not participate? I mean, still not understanding that. But if you're out there and you understand the structure of the county leading, the leadership structure, let us know. We are learning to want to know from you, and let us know. Chris, are you there? Christopher, are you there? All right. Is there something happening against a technical issue? But again, what we are saying is that it's important. We've been talking about Chris. What's going on?
Yeah, we're trying to.
Oh,
Hello? Are you getting me?
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, 0777959 0777959 0777959. Or better still, 081871670 081871670 0777959 we are also discussing violence. Please reject every form of violence. Sometimes, we have to reject every form of violence. Sometimes people kill people on they kill people for no reason. Don't let somebody incite you for you to be violent. Please. Violence does not pay anybody good. It always brings chaos and destructions. The best way that you are hurt, use the legal means. And also, we are discussing, we want to know, because for me, actually, I was a little bit confused, actually, because after the first committee came out with a ruling, reject Lofa lost the Grand Kima Kande won the appeal. Then we saw another, and Lofa Kande take an appeal again to another kind of body again. I was saying what kind of body. So they say appeal, they came back again and they tell us that indeed Lofa resurface and they might well reschedule, and the match will reschedule. Now another body doesn't want
so yeah, that's what I'm saying, Chris. It's confusing. As in the role of the internal affairs ministry, I'm not going to call the minister, no, but is there a specific role that the office of the minister has to say, well, or did he do it in the capacity as internal affairs minister, information minister? Did they do it in their capacity as minister, or they told Lofa County not to because they are stakeholders from Lofa? Or what are the issues? Because it's still not clear to people. People need to understand, if that appeal was Granted, and I read portion of it, and in there the recommendation were, Lofa, you feeded players that you have not, that is established, and the Cape Man, you did not file in protest according to the time that is stipulated. You file your protest later, after like maybe some after hours and hours or a day. And then what also is confusing is that Lofa played the first game, they play a second game. So what happened with Grand Basel? They didn't see that. What happened with Grant Gidet? Or they just let it go because of peace, having fun, bringing people together. They didn't want, Lofa to just go. But Keman said no, Lofa, you can't get away with this. But again, the point here is, with all that is happening, with all that is ongoing, do you feel that momentum? Do you feel that joy? Do you feel that we stay achieving the goal of unity with all that have happened? Or, there's a better way to do it? Or the appeal board did the better job, and both parties would have just agreed and go on with that? That way, like, maintain the peace, the reconciliation we're talking about. So call us, let us know. We'll talk about violence, reject violence as well.
Yes, indeed, folks. You can call us, please, on the number 0777959 0777959 or better still 081 871 670 081 871 670 081 871 670. I must call. No, for me, we are confused. So we are not saying anything here. We are saying that we are confused. We're not accusing anybody. We're not accusing the committee. We just want to know the highest decision making body of the organizer of the county meet, because we are a little bit confused here. Yes, because we're seeing another decision was ORC, another one to ORC. So which ORC we don't know. So we
So
just
let
want to know.
everybody get their own power. They want to exercise their own power.
Yeah. So we So
But it should be a royal organized, because what's the essence of you having an appeal board or a grievance body, and then you have the ministry itself having all of these structures? All right, is there among them, which one is the highest? Which one? Or maybe because of peace, where you think that would have gone? Do you think that the appeal board was the recommendation they made were good enough, in terms of reconciliation and so forth? But why in the first place the ministry vetted the players before they were registered for these counties? So what happened along the way there? They didn't know that these players, were not eligible, or what happened? And he allowed them to even play the second, the third game. So should you blame Lofa or Cape Mount, for all of these discrepancies? I think somebody needs to take responsibility. If it is the ministry should come out and say, well, we own it. We are sorry. We made a mistake. We'll correct our mistake, move forward. But I don't know whether that has been said to.
Someone may say it doesn't really work that way, because sometimes you probably you can vet the players, but at a particular time, crime was not discovered. So
Oh,
they can
no,
get a pass in
no,
hand.
no. That.
No,
I don't think so,
it
Chris.
happened. It happened in
Chris, I
football.
don't believe that because
It happened
I
in football.
think
It happened in football.
the steering committee comprises of LFA officials and the Minister of Youth and Sport and probably other counties leaders. So if a committee that should be looking at the player supposed to be registered. You know the player. They play in your league. Okay, let's forget about that now. So the very same player played the first game against Basel, Grand Basel. Nobody raised issue. They play against Grand Gide, and Grand Gide defeated Lofa.
Probably
raised the issue.
Yeah. Probably other
And then,
team what Greg came and saw. Probably I see what Greg came and
oh,
saw.
so the Ministry of Youth and Sport did not see it when the
But,
players were being registered.
Well,
They did not see it. The
Sometimes
ministry did
it
not
happens
see
in football because
the ministry did not also see them when they were playing the first match, the second match.
No, but sometimes even in Europe, sometimes I'm playing far something. So in popular team are far some illegal player even and the FA had taken hard decision against them. So it's sometimes
illegal player. That's very it's difficult.
Difficult, yeah, difficult.
Just because the technology they have as well, they will verify. Chris, I think this whole thing, the ministry or whatever committee that is sharing this county league, I think they not do their homework properly. And it's a less. Remember.
Yeah. Eroko, how do you call for?
Good evening.
Yeah, that hear you.
I'm from Highway.
That hear you, Chief.
Yeah, the funny part about it because my country rules, which is bombing. But we all giving are supposed to kidnap. But when look at me with the serious, with no comments, no comments. If they want to beat, are they going to protest? Thank you very much.
Good question. I love that. So it came out and won. We came out in protest.
That's not no fine product because you won. Not no fine product because you won.
No, but you can still do it, Chris.
Are you winning fire product?
Oh, yes. You can win if somebody even, you know.
Yeah, now do you call for?
I'm calling for Upper Carwell.
Let's hear you.
Thank you very much. You see, when you call for the county league issue here, for me, by right, the issue of even taking first division players and trying to include them in the system, for me, it didn't go down well with me. We try to spot players, to in the future becomes to play for national teams and other, potential teams. But to get more than that be playing all around here, then you get in there, you break in there. For me, I don't see it. That is the reason why we can bury the talents of good people that are coming up.
When I walk in my fire put for?
I
walk in my fire put for?
Yeah, but that's what we are saying. It's not a correct thing to do in the first place. I think whether that youth sport, I think we're supposed to cut off that kind of system to say they bringing in third division player to really play for Lunsa or so they put them on the field to come and play for county. Whether that 2 or 3 person. No. We need fresh people, new people who are not third division players. Okay? I think it will be fine. But the way they're doing it, so as a result,
so you may ask you now, you know the higher decision making body.
Make sure you go along with it.
You won't know the higher decision making. You know the higher decision making body of the organizing committee. Who can make a decision? The higher decision to the high. When I say they won't buy, find out that we get Supreme Court. We go all the small court. You go to someone get near you get go back there again. So we won't know the area there. Who can read it? Who the highest decision making body now? Because first
don't know.
I said I only got to come and tell her.
I really don't know. That's what messes up the whole thing. You see how they really looking. And I looking only people sometimes when they say,
So the
oh,
Lebanon
they
there's
want
a
to
lipo.
going to play like we that people can
Le
jump
vin
up
pas.
and down.
So the Lebanon there's a whole looking pool because Lebanon there.
No, Chris, I don't think that's the only thing, Chris. Christopher.
Look,
Oh boy.
I think it's
Take
because
the course.
look at what it.
Look at something.
Google country that carry Google carry more than 4-5 times carry it. Lofa Benin will be discussing. I'm not talking about Lofa Benin.
But Lofa Benin is giant feet on, man. Lofa Benin.
But Lofa is not no giant. Lofa is not no giant.
They for defending champion, they were giant.
They're nothing but it's off now, right?
Yeah, the August my fire protest.
Except that the protest is not. So if the fire protest, the protest, something will continue. That's what I'm trying to say.
They will not say anything. We just in a little bit confused because I know how they put making the decision to But thank you for your contribution. But we still accept donation. Yeah.
Lofa knew they are giant. What happened to the period that the
big giant too? Not their big giant.
Yeah. They got to go outside there to go get another more people for where? It's not. If you call yourself giant, then you must know who all that you carry now to go and play.
Well, they put a defending champion back.
No, they carry the people, but the ministry who should have verified those names. Whether they verify the name, they not. The people play the first game, they play the second game. I mean, somebody said it came out had won. Would they file in protest?
Are you win 5? Thank you, brother. Thank you for your call. But brother, hello?
We want the people, yeah?
Yeah, man, we said we want a contribution on the program.
What contribution is that?
Oh, we've been announcing it. Yeah, we have the organization that we help our disadvantaged youth, the one program called Zogo. And so kids on the street there, we help them, brother. We take them to the rehabilitation center and we try to help them so they can be a better person in the society. So if
rehabilitation group from where?
Yes, no, we help the people call our disadvantaged brothers and all the street that and those that are taking drugs and things and rehabilitate them to the rehabilitation center. Yeah. So any man call
it. It is you people that try to take that initiative.
Yes, the organization by the grace of God. So we.
Okay, but then later you can call the number. So we get anything that we can.
Yeah, because it's a continuous process. So anytime you get it, you can send it back and read it. I'll read the number out.
Okay, all right. Thank you. It's good to do so, my brother.
Yeah. We're gonna be talking to you. We're gonna be helping.
And we say government will not even pay no year to it.
Yeah. So
people after their own big pocket. This time they so big pocket now that reach all the way to the below the knee.
Yeah. That brothers in government effort. That's all.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
So the numbers before I take a call, let me just read out the numbers that you can do your donation on. Please, the number you can do your donation on is 0770 370 890. 0770 370 890. 0770 370 890. Or better still 0886 902 584. 0886 902 584 are the numbers to send your contribution on. And the name on that number is Michael T40. Yes, don't be mistake. Please make sure the name before you send it. Confirm the name before you send the money. Michael T40. 077 959 959 0777 959 959 are the numbers to call. 081 871 670 081 871 670. I don't call another call phone.
What do you mean?
Yeah, going to you, sir.
Yeah, I don't I'm not calling from Bomi.
What you say?
Yeah, we're talking about sports. Then I get two. My sister, I get two Zuko. My own community. But I didn't have them going down. But you know the total of Zuko that in the country? Because now, when they get with you, because when they talk about it, somebody here, this is the last day. Only Marovia considered to be Laburo. Are you going to play what? Because they all over.
Yes, of course. We just
So
yeah,
to
of
pay the
course.
money now, 18. Why you going to sponsor our own love? You go there, you bomb here, because my son gets some. My own children, my own son, my own children, and they are Zoko.
Amen.
Yeah,
The thing is
and you
pandemic,
can
man.
go on here.
But no,
Keep
no.
on
By the grace of God, we're decentralizing, man. We're decentralizing. Yeah. We're decentralizing. Hello. Hello.
The lines are just not working properly today. But again, folks, I want to say thank you. We have about
Hello. Yeah, now do you call from?
Hello?
Yeah, now do you join from?
I'm calling on the origin of 10.
I hear you.
Yeah, for me, I blame Lofa for the misfortune.
Why you blame over?
Yeah, because it said the program is from 18-year-old above, and you 16-year-old, you went there. You can enter. But then the 25, you know, you left in 18, you hold yourself responsible.
Of course. Yeah. So. You have the.
you gone.
Yes.
All right. Thank you for calling. Keep calling. We have like 10 more minutes to go. I want to hear from you. Want to know the highest decision making body when it comes to the county league, and what do you make up the decision of the appeal board that Lofa and Cape Man should replay the match? Do you think it was in the interest of peace, reconciliation? And what's the role of the internal affair, especially the minister office, as it relates to making decision as to who should not play or play? Want to hear from you. Want to know what's the role the internal affairs ministry play, in the county league. Let us know. Call and let's talk about it. And also, we have been doing a presentation on rejecting violence, which is very, very important. All that we are talking, this is also important that we hope that all of us as citizens, good citizens, will reject violence in every shape, forms. We should reject violence. I know sometimes it cannot be easy, but it is very important, more important for us to reject violence, because if we are non-violent, it means we can attract investors in our country. We'll promote peace and justice in our community. We have respect for human dignity, human rights. So that's why it's important for us to always reject and remain as non-violent citizens in your community. And you need to promote that in your community, in your homes, among your family members. Make sure that you are a peacemaker. And I think even the Bible talks about it. Peacemakers, is important. So again, you can call in and make your contribution towards this program. Yeah, Chris?
Folks, 0 65 73 32 0 65 73 32 is an third number you can call right now. 0 65 73 32. Okay, we're about 7 minutes to go. We'll squeeze in and a call right now. Folks, please, we need your help. Donate. See what that brother is saying from Bombing Highway. 2 of his children Zocos as in call them, they think it's terrible. But please, you can help the society out there. Please, 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 please. If you cannot help physically, your money can help. 0 65 73 32 is the number to call. But if you want to do your donation quietly on this number, the number to do the donation to 0770 370 0890 0770 370 890, or better still 0886 902 584. 0886 902 584. 0886 902 584. Là, il y a les scores in Latin. Again, the number to donate 0770 370 890 0886 902 584. The name on that number is Marco T40. Folks, we can squeak in maybe one or two calls 0777 65 73 32. Again, 0777 65 73 32. 0777 65 73 32. You can place your call right here from the caller. Hello, call. How do you call from?
Yeah, I'm Ansu Kamara again, but there's only about 10 on the order. Our own for the line went off.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, you ask Brad Lofa, even forward responsible.
Yeah, we said that. Who is the high decision making body? What's the high decision making body? Can it be?
You say who is?
Yeah, what is the decision making body and the higher decision making body? Because we were a little bit confused between Kema and Lofa.
Yeah. For me, I don't know who the higher decision making body. But what I do know is that there is a protocol. Let's take for example, they say that this program is slated for tall people. Yeah, let's say 6 feet.
Yeah.
2 inches.
Mm-hmm.
And you less than 6 feet, 2 inches, when they disqualify you. That is the penalty is going like this. You're not reading the criteria. You should verify a player. You cannot carry more than 3 first division player and look like carry more than 3 first division player. So they disqualify themselves.
Yeah, but someone is saying that because they play were vetted by the committee. So if someone said the committee, they can't be committee and say they were vetted by the committee, so the committee should be held responsible.
No, listen to vet player. Every country will vet their own player, but to verify the team is left with the football house. That's why look what they not do. They not verify the player. They deliberately not verify the player.
Okay.
Some knows that. They can play for verification. They know that.
So how are they allowed to play?
Know that they were
The ministry
deliberate.
have not given them the go ahead. So how would they allow them to play?
I don't want to say they never qualify the team. Go 16, go to the Motani, to the Louis, to Howard FC. What kind of sense in it? You do school, you do wire. They say the Timoy to team, right? The many MVP in the league, you see, it makes sense.
So
Okay, brother.
the minister didn't see that.
Okay, brother. 0777 65 73 32. 0777 65 73 32. Hey, let's call. I don't call. Another you call from?
Good evening, how you doing?
Yeah, where do you call from?
I'm Boya calling from Providence City.
Let's hear you.
Okay, brother. I just want to tell you that the board of committee made great mistake between Kipman and Lofa in.
Why you say so? That you the great mistake.
Yeah, to avoid problems and disputes in the country, don't allow someone that not supposed to play. You allow them to play after they play in protest before. You say, oh, the person was not allowed to play. Where you was, the person before anything they play, they will bring their lesson, you read everything before the team will come on the field of play.
Okay.
See, they don't do that after everything. So for me, I'm thinking that they cheat on Lofa. Yes. That's what my own thing is. You cheat on Lofa. So the father that said that they should replay and replay. Yes. Because they don't
I mean, I replay 3 passing. I replay Benin Pa. I was saying we are discussing one of the higher decision making for it.
I know
You think the replay was meant to reconcile the two teams or to maintain the unity?
yeah. Well, you know, to satisfy the other side, that is just what's supposed to happen. Because now the local team are sitting and looking, came on going, they feeling bad. You see?
Yeah, that's true. I think the decision by the people is saying that decision should have been the right decision.
They don't
Anyway,
supposed to
thank
do
you.
so. I'm from Cape Town. I will tell you so. I'm from Cape Town. I want for Cape Town to win the academy. But I don't let the decision that they go carry on.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Let's do
Thank
this
you
now,
very so much.
Hello, Colonel, where do you call from? Okay, Mr. Mano, we can let's squeeze in the caller.
You say you got a
Hello,
minute.
Colonel, do you call from?
Hello, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, the local and came out with every situation there are rules available. You see what happened to Crystal Party and Leon? There is a set rule. Hello?
Yeah, we're getting you.
There's a set rule that one person can have two teams in one tournament. So Leon qualified for Europa and Crystal Party won the FA qualified for Europa. So the protest against them. So Crystal Party have to counter what? The Europa conference. Because one person cannot own two teams in one competition. What happened to set up a protest about the football game? Red card about the football game. Yellow card, if you came out, yellow red card the contract, you're going to come out, purple card, going to be cheating. Protest about the football, red card about the football. They can't get one card there, they're going to get my purple card, going to say referee cheat. Or red card by the game. So nobody's responsible.
Well, they get purple card.
Protest by the game. Are you there?
Yeah, we are getting
All
you,
right,
brother.
thank you.
Thank you.
Protest is part of the game. So if I know that you're using eligible player, and I'm saying eligible player, and I know that if you win, I can win you with the protest, I will play against you because protest part of football. I will not teach you your techniques. I will go against you if I win, nobody will protest. If you win me, I'll use the protest against you. I came out there.
Yeah, that don't have to play here. You just
I came out
got
there,
it.
lost the point against Baba.
Yeah. Thank you, brother. Okay. Thank you, brother. Yeah, Mr. Mano, we can close down from your end.
But again, I want to say thank you to all of you that watch the program and made your contribution. They are very important. All that you said, very, very important. Let's make sure, remind ourselves, reject every form of violence. It's not going to help you. It's not going to help your community. Not going to help your country. It's not going to bring development. All right. So be a non-violent citizen. And that will help promote peace, reconciliation, justice, and it brings about freedom. It promotes dignity, human dignity, and human rights. So again, want to encourage all of you, if you are to be, or if you're trying to be a good citizen, these are things we think, if you put them in practice, will help you a long way and will help the country to move ahead. Tomorrow will be here. That will be 12. We have young people coming tomorrow, hopefully, as we've been saying to you. Make sure you bring your children around your radio. Those of you watching on TV, they will be doing a presentation tomorrow. And they are beginning with, helping your kids, your children, to build upon what they have. So they will be doing, helping the children how to read and how to build their reading skill. So tomorrow will be fantastic again, bringing the young people. If you're a student, you're in the kindergarten, you're in pre-class or let's say, how they call it, Prima 1 or Prima 1. He's a talk about. But if you are in first grade, K1, K2, elementary for that matter, you can sit around K95.9 tomorrow at 12, and you will hear the young people will be talking to you. They don't know all. They are trying to contribute their quota to the development of Liberia. Bulk of them that I'll be talking tomorrow, parents are Liberian, but some were born here, grew up here, and growing up here, going to school here. So they want to translate that. You know, they want to help other children to learn along with them. So it's going to be very good tomorrow. Hoping that everything works well and we can have that wonderful program. Thank you. And Chris, thank you. Have a wonderful, wonderful and blessed time. And this is how I would love to leave you.
When freedom raised her glowing form on Mount Sorato's verdant height, she sat within a doom of a night, met lowering stars and thunderstorms, the star of liberty, unceasing from the waking morn, its banner shields of golden flame, she lifted it in her proud name, and raised her people long forlorn to know their destiny. The Lone Star forever, the Lone Star forever, oh long may it soar over land and over seas, deserted nor never, uphold it forever, oh shine.